Nerdventures! It's a mother flipping Friday, and I'm on my way here in the Nerdmobile, in the streets of Nerd City, on my way to Nerdventures Tower, where, for the last time this week, we will nerd out together. We'll talk about all these crazy things. Man, a lot of wild stuff going on with Star Wars. We're all still in the wake of the Kenobi trailer. Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it still. We'll talk about it, the good and the bad, of course. But randomly yesterday, one of the wildest reports I've heard in a while, and I wanna go over it, and I want to make sense of it. I want to talk about it with you. I want to see how you guys feel. We will, of course, have gambling on today, so that all you fiends can get your nerd coin gambling fix in. It's not on yet. Relax. I gotta hit the buttons when I get into the tower. And we're gonna save some time for some Q&A, so that some of you can come on the show as like a call-in and yell at me about being toxic about the Inquisitor design. It's gonna be a good day. I'm excited. You're excited. I'm pulling into the tower. I'll see you in a second. Yeah. What's up, everybody? You made it. You made it to a Friday. We're almost through with the week, man. I hope you guys have some cool plans for the weekend. I tell you what, I just right off the gate, man, I'll tell you what I'm going to do tonight at some point is watch The Adam Project, the new Netflix, John. That looks to be quite possibly the best. And I don't know, man. Again, here we go, getting too hyped up and excited about things. I think that might end up being the dopest Netflix movie they've ever made. It really looks like this is maybe them turning some kind of a corner. I liked Red Notice. Like, I thought Red Notice was actually really good. I actually even like Bright, from back in the day, David Ayers. Dude, Netflix does good stuff, but man, they are really pulling together some really interesting production, and the Adam Project looks really, really good. So I'm quite excited for that. I have like an afternoon full of work, and then I'm going to hit the gym. And then Elisa and I are going to sit down and watch The Adam Project. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good day. Oh, yes. By the way, I don't know. I'm feeling so... Dude, it's hard not to feel like such a badass when you're wearing this awesome Nerdventures jacket. And I got to tell you, if you're a Nerdventure, if you're going to the Nerdventure meetup, at Star Wars Celebration, that's put on by Jedi Mike and some of the other OGs. There's no better way to rep. There's no better way to rep than this slick bomber jacket. Available at thedenofnerdsmerch.com. It's premium though. You know what I mean? You can't buy this with sofa coins. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. Oh shit! It's just hard. Man, I just feel so dope. I feel like I should be bouncing people out of a bar or flying some kind of fighter jet over a awesome desert or something, That's just, I don't know. It's kind of how I'm feeling. All right, so let's kind of get into, I guess, the topic of the day. Oh, you know what? I need to put the gambling on for y'all. I need to put the gambling on for all of you fiends. So give me just a second and let me get that gambling set up for you. Chet, this song's kind of sad, man. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's get this set up so that you guys can get all of your gambling in. And then we're going to talk about this wild-ass report. Let me know in chat. Have you guys seen the report that we're about to go over? I believe Making Star Wars talked about this in a stream with, I think, Star Wars Meg. Look, I don't know. At this point, like, I'm losing track of stuff. Like, it's hard to keep current on all this sort of stuff. But I believe that's where... this was dropped. I saw the article pop up on Making Star Wars, and then Bespin Bulletin covered it as well. What's really crazy, man, is like when I read the Bespin Bulletin article, there you go, by the way, your gambling should be engaged. When I read the Bespin Bulletin article about this, it was really wild, but also he says he's got several exclusives for Mando Season 3 on the way. So, oh man, it's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be real juicy. So let's there's gonna be a murder in the chat. Why would there be a murder in the chat? I don't understand. Okay, guys. Okay. Let's get into this. Let me get this pulled up for you. We'll go over the report. I guess technically, like, spoiler warning for Mando Season 3 if this ends up happening. But where I'm at with it, man, is like, I'm like, yo, this is so wild. Like, we need to talk about this. We should probably sort out how we feel about this before we leave the stream today. You know what I mean? Okay, so, like, here's what's, like, weird. Like, man, Jason's article is, like, so fucking hard to, like, read, bro. Like, it is. Like, I don't like the setup that he has on the site, to be honest with you. This is much more clean. So we'll read it here on Bespin Bulletin. But the scoop did come from Making Star Wars. So here we go. Let's get into this. It's pretty wild. Here we go. According to a new report from Making Star Wars, IG-11 is making a triumphant return in the third season of The Mandalorian, but in a very unexpected way. The report claims that IG-11 will act as a Hulk buster of sorts to Grogu. The droid will house Grogu in his chest, which is reinforced by Beskar, and will speak to our little green friend in a way similar to the AI Jarvis that Tony Stark used in Marvel's Iron Man movies, and gives him data, tells him probability of success, and his assessment of the situation? What? Grogu will supposedly give commands inside the droid and take out a bunch of stormtroopers. Okay. What a whopper of a paragraph there. So, let's talk about this. Everybody, relax. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see how we feel about it. Like, oh my God. Oh, by the way, I didn't put the poll up that I normally put up to get likes smashed on the video. So I need you all to smash the like button. Go wake grandma up, slap her up, make sure she's okay, give her a kiss, and then slap her up again. And then get the fucking iPad out of her closet, you know, and go to the stream and you click like on the stream, okay? You know? Jeez. I don't ask for a lot from you guys, you know? Yeah, I got the member chat window up. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn. Help me out here and smash the fucking like button. Smash it! Smash it! Okay. Because, look, I'm not going to put that poll up. And actually, weirdly enough, that poll actually does lead to a lot of likes. So here we go. Do we like Hulk Buster Grogu? Let's just ask it. Let's here. Here we go. Am I playing Elden Ring? Fuck yeah, dude. Elden Ring is... Man, it's up there. It's up there. I don't know. Maybe when I'm done with it, I'll be able to say for sure. But it's like... It's up there for me with games, bro. It's in my top 5. Could it be my... It could take the top spot. Top spot kind of rotates around, man. Like, I really like Halo 2. I know that seems weird, but I really liked Halo 2. Seminal game for me. Majora's Mask also I like more than Ocarina. I mean, Ocarina is great, but Majora's Mask, I don't know. That game was... I like that game quite a bit. You know? Okay, so here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Make your voice heard in the poll. We'll take a little peek at what everybody's saying, and we'll talk it out. As of yet, it's pretty split. Go figure. Something in Star Wars is going to be really split. Okay, so let's go through the whole fucking thing here, man. Let's go through the whole thing. I've got a lot of thoughts about this, okay? So, okay. One of the things that's kind of cool about this is that this will be Jon Favreau that's developing this thing, And because John obviously was the director for the first Iron Man movie, and I think a lot of the visual concepts that he created for that film end up carrying over, for the rest of the Iron Man stuff in the MCU, we can expect this to look really cool and probably have a lot of visual parallels to what you get in the MCU. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, I like Taika as IG-11. I do. I think it's really cool. Him literally having conversations and giving readouts and stuff to Grogu. I mean, that's cool. But I guess my question is like, what's the deal with Grogu? Because he's such a, is he basically mature and smart enough to like get information from IG and be able to process it and then make decisions based on it? Like, why is IG-11 even like talking to him? Do you know what I mean? So this is one of those situations where it's hard because you don't want to judge it really, really far out, right? You don't want to judge it before you see it, before you get a sense of what it's going to look like. I guess my concern though is that it's going to be like this weird gimmicky thing to essentially allow Grogu to be able to like fight alongside the Mandalorian or whatever. And if it doesn't like play well, I don't know, man. This like at face value, if I'm being honest, like it feels a little weird. You know what I mean? It feels a little weird where it's like, okay, so IG-11 is back and he's going to be a Hulkbuster Iron Man armor for Grogu. And Taika's going to voice the dude that's going to like give him readouts and talk to him and stuff like that. Like, I almost feel like as long as they keep the dynamic of Grogu being just super cute and like the IG unit is like making this readout and like doing all this stuff and Grogu's just responding to it in like a silly way and then we're watching it play out with the body of IG in a really interesting way. Like, I guess I'm kind of down for that. Like, that could be cool. What if like Grogu just has like a Tony Stark mustache and they just go the whole way with it, and you've got Grogu with a Tony Stark mustache in the Iron Man thing, like with all those weird like close-ups of him and all that sort of stuff, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to hate it out the gate, but I'm like, damn, that is a weird and bold move. Now, I wonder if this is going to be like a permanent thing. Like, is this going to be something that you see a lot in the show, or is this just going to be like for a particular episode? But the idea of it being reinforced by Beskar, that would imply that like the armor or somebody like helps him to do that, right? So there's just like a lot of questions created here. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Could Grogu weird? Yeah, I'm legitimately having a seizure. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Star Wars, like, I guess this is on brand for Star Wars because like Star Wars does do like wild, like kind of goofy stuff. But it's just like, man, I just, did we need this though? Like, didn't we just watch him get some Jedi training? Like, why does he need a fucking Hulkbuster set of armor? Can he not just flip around and do some force powers and shit like that? Now, there is a character from, I believe it was the Clone Wars, this little dude, who actually ends up getting like a mech. Yeah, and he like fights inside his mech, and like his mech is really, really crazy and stuff. So like we've seen it before. It's not completely unprecedented. Like, here's a good shot of what it could look like. Like him just in there. Right? And his droid looked kind of badass, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, this is kind of cool. And then, of course, I've actually, when I was like Googling and researching earlier, I saw this, which is kind of interesting. And this is just, I think, a fan design of like a mech looking kind of thing here. And I'd be kind of down for something like this, but this is not, I don't think, what we're going to get. It's probably going to mostly just look like IG. And I think he'll be completely encased, right? So that Grogu will be encased to be protected. So... yeah, I why not? I guess, you know, like let's do it. Let's have some fun. Pretty bold. I think that maybe Mando is facing stuff that is so crazy because, like, it's described that he's gonna be fighting stormtroopers, right? Commands inside the droid and takes out a bunch of stormtroopers. Yeah, so there'll be some stormtrooper stuff going on. So perhaps, you know, Mando's just fighting stuff that's so crazy. Things that are so powerful that he needs to make sure that the child is protected, and he ends up making that that thing for him. It's pretty wild. I also think that, you know, Mandalore itself is going to be a big piece of the puzzle when it comes to Season 3, and I do think that Din will spend some time on Mandalore. He's set on that quest a little bit in Book of Boba Fett, but also... I mean, we all kind of think that that's where it's going, right? So maybe he's just got to be kind of bulked up. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, here's what I can't wrap my head around. If it's more or less just like Grogu inside IG, and it's just IG, I mean, the IG Din dynamic was really cool in Season 1. And I liked them in that fight together where they team up to actually get Grogu for the first time. So if it ends up just looking like IG and stuff... like, that's really cool. Like, you never know. With some of the way this stuff is described, could be a little bit misleading as far as, like, how it will actually play out in the show. But I find it so interesting, like, him doing readouts and giving Grogu readouts and telling him the probability of stuff. I mean, what if it's a Dark Trooper? So, you mean the encasing part, maybe? I mean, maybe it's that. It could be that. But man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. Pretty interesting. So, yet again, big things coming out for Star Wars. I mean, at this point, man, like, the Kenobi stuff is really, really hyped. Obviously, the trailer blew people away. By the way, on that note, I guess we could talk a little bit about the Inquisitors. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to talk a little bit about the Inquisitors. Shut your mouth. So, I'm slowly, very slowly, getting over it when it comes to the design on the Inquisitors. I spent some time yesterday. I was, I was working on a couple of Kenobi videos. I was watching a lot of Kenobi videos. And I was getting excited about the possibilities of the Inquisitors and just, like, all the cool stuff. And I think, frankly, like, I don't like the design, like, obviously. But I don't want to let the fact that I don't like the design, like, make me sour on the show. I don't want to sour the experience of doing content around the show. And there's just so much cool stuff that Kenobi looks to do. And in a trailer that's just, like, so damn cool. The one thing that sticks out that I really don't enjoy, it's kind of silly, of course, to allow that one thing to be the complete and total focus. Now, here's the deal. Like, the truth is, like, I don't know, like, I just like to be totally real and honest, and maybe too transparent sometimes. But, like, it really does bother me a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to linger on it, but it really does bother me a lot. But at the same time, like yesterday, it was a better vibe, and it was more cool to kind of start to get excited about some of the prospects and the possibilities for Kenobi and for the Andor stuff. I also want to say, dude, that I also want to say come down a bit. So the homie sending me stuff to try to trigger me. Stevie's like, hey, just so you know, I'm trying to help you out for the show today and trigger you. No, I'm just kidding. He's trying to help. So, the fuck was I just talking about? God damn it, Brain. Come on, Brain. You could do it. Brain, we could do it. We could do it together. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just look. I'm trying to be chill about this shit. I'm trying not to poop in anybody's cereal when it comes to the Kenobi show. Should be fun. Should be fun. Should be exciting. Should be cool. And they should also change those fucking designs. Like, I'm hoping. I have a video that Fernie and I worked on, and oh man, the edit is amazing. Really, really cool video. So that'll be dropping later this afternoon, and it's gonna go over the good and the bad of the Inquisitors. I'm gonna complain a little bit, and then also talk about like the lore and some of the things that I'm excited. Frankly, like, it is awesome, right? And it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan, and a lot of this stuff is really, really fun. But a couple of things that kind of popped into my head yesterday. I saw some people tweeting about this, and I really don't know if it's true, okay? But I saw some people in the industry saying that one of the reasons that the costuming and production design for some of the characters in Star Wars stuff has not been as on point is because they don't want to pay like non-unionized costume designers or workers or something like that. I would really hate for that to be the case. I don't know if that's true, but it's definitely something that I've seen sort of being speculated and talked about out there. And then one of the other things, man, that I thought of, and this will trigger some of you guys too. So here we go. Here we go. Can't wait. Just wait until you see what Zack Snyder does in Rebel Moon. As far as like sinister sci-fi villains. Just wait, dude. Just wait and watch what he does with dark sci-fi villains. And I don't know, like the Inquisitors, a lot of cool stuff that could be going on there, and we'll see. But like, damn, dog, like I've just seen a lot of better designs. You know what I mean? I would love for there to be more designs. One other thing, I did a video on this yesterday, and you should go check it out because I go pretty much in depth in the video on like why I feel this way. But I have a big theory, and I wonder where you guys are at with this. But one of my theories is that I think Ahsoka, Rex, and Andor are all in that trailer for Kenobi. And you can go watch the video for like the full kind of details about this. But I feel like those birds, like some people are like, those birds don't even look like the birds. Like, no, I think they do, bro. They have that greenish blue hue to them. I think they absolutely do look like the birds that follow Ahsoka around. That droid that those stormtroopers like confront, I literally think that could be Rex inside of that mech. The blaster that you see on the roof that Kenobi's using, it looks like Rex's blaster actually, to me. You know what I mean? And like, it's, hey, like it could, obviously we're just speculating, we're pulling together ideas here, but I think that's could absolutely be on the table. And Kathy made some interesting comments yesterday about connective tissue. Did you catch that? She actually said my favorite word in an interview. She said connective tissue. And she was actually sort of downplaying she said that like the Mandalorian universe or the Mando verse, that's where a lot of the connective tissue is at. But if there is connective tissue in Kenobi, it's more to the prequels. And that's fair and totally true. But I'm just telling you, if the rumors of Kenobi and Ahsoka being in the Andor show are actually real, what a better way to set that up than have them all appear in the show. And it actually kind of makes a lot of things make sense to me. I know it's not a perfect theory and there are some gaps in it or whatever. But yeah, pretty wild, man. Like, we might be in for some very exciting stuff for Star Wars in the next couple of years. I'm pretty into it, so. Let me see if there's anything else going on. I'm going to just... Oh, yeah, this triggered me. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a Parents TV Council that slams Disney for putting the Netflix shows on Disney+. I just don't get it, man. People are super butthurt that violent stuff is going on Disney+. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know about that. Like, they put parental controls on there. I really don't understand. I feel like it's weird because Disney definitely has a lot of stuff that you can get upset about or complain about. And they're obviously not perfect, but some of the flack and the heat they get, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, right now they're getting it from like literally all sides as a brand. It's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? And I feel like some of it's warranted, a lot of it is not. And the idea of getting mad that Disney's putting the Netflix shows on there and it's destroying their brand and shit. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's weird. It's weird, I say. It's weird. I'm trying to think, man. I'm looking around right now. Is there anything else Oh, man. The memes have been incredible about the Inquisitors, too, by the way. I do feel like the Inquisitor memes are on point, as it were. New Morbius spots, kind of cool, kind of dope. I'm excited about Morbius, man. I really am. Let me see here. Is there anything else going on? Anything else in the works? Yeah, I don't really think so, guys. I think we'll probably shift into Q&A, and then we'll do call-ins at the end of the show. Overall, I would say this was a pretty good week, pretty crazy week with, you know, that trailer dropping. Really sucked a lot of the air out of the room. This rumor today is particularly crazy with the Hulkbuster stuff. And we got awesome new looks at Moon Knight, man. Like, all the fun stuff that we were excited about, we got a little bit of a tease, a little bit of a taste. I'd say probably the only, like, bad news out there is on the DC side of things, with them delaying movies and stuff like that. I also think Shazam 2 is going to get murdered by Avatar 2. Like, I don't know what the rationale is over at Warner Brothers, but holy shit. I don't think that's a wise move, you know what I mean? I don't think that's how you do it. So, all right, ladies and gentle beings. Hey, smash like. We don't have enough likes. Do I have to really put that stupid poll on there to get people to do the likes? Come on, man. Come on. All right, let's get into the Q's and the A. Let me pull this up over here. Let me get this screen set up. Yeah, and let's get into some super chat reading. Some super chat reading. Reading on super chats. Boom. Okay, cool. We'll start with the first one of the day here. TJH says, with a very generous $20 holla, says, do you think Kenobi will try to turn Anakin back in the Kenobi show? If so, how would you feel about him using Padme to do it, such as telling Vader that her last words before she died was that there's still good in Anakin? Damn. Damn. I mean, that's cool, man. Like, I really like where your head is at. And I actually think that would be pretty epic if he said something like that. That's obviously not going to work. It would do nothing but just trigger Anakin even more. But I really would like that. I wonder if... Yeah, I wonder if that's something they thought about, man, utilizing that, you know, and having him really try. Yeah. Damn. I wonder how that would go down. I think there might be a moment where Hayden wants to turn Anakin back, like 100%, and maybe this is because of love, maybe it's because of guilt, maybe it's because of a couple of different things, but I think it's going to pretty quickly become obvious that ain't going to happen. So he'll have to kind of move on and do what he must, you know what I mean? Thank you, TJ. Appreciate the support. John Shaw says, first date since my breakup this weekend. Wish me luck. You're going to do fine, John. You're going to do fine. I mean, look, you know what I think about dates? I think about dates very similar to the way I think about business meetings. If the deal is right and it's really great for all parties, there's almost nothing you can do to really screw it up. You know what I mean? So think of it that way. Because you're going to be thinking like, oh, man, am I going to screw this up? Like, what am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. Here's the bottom line. If you two are a good match and you like each other's vibes, there's almost no way you can screw it up. You could screw it up, and then it becomes a story later on, like when you guys get married and have kids and shit. So you'll be fine, bro. You'll be fine. FaZe says, looking like Post Malone, Joshua. Dude, where's that from? That was recently said and brought up, and somebody said that I look like Posty. Where did that come from? Was that you? Was that you? I don't know how to feel about that. But, okay. Yo, White Iverson still slaps, though. If you ever... I'm saucing. Damn. Black and Burgundy with a $5 holla says, he's more machine now than man. Do you think Obi-Wan knows this because of Vader battle damage at Kenobi show? First time super. Keep up the great work. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Do I think Obi-Wan knows this because of Vader's battle damage at the Kenobi show? That's a great point. And, man, if they can pull a lot of that stuff together, then it's just going to be so on point. And I'm so... I'm going to be very satisfied as a Star Wars fan. So you could be onto something there. And using that kind of stuff kind of makes sense, huh? Matt Bills with a $5 holla says, seems cool, just doesn't really scream Star Wars, but I'm open to anything. Yeah, so I assume you're talking about Grogu in the battle suit. Yeah, man, I'd have to, like, we're going to have to see it. I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, is probably just really weird to read. You know what I mean? On paper, and then when you see it in action, it'll be okay. You know, it's probably one of those situations. I'm hoping it's used with the utmost care, and let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go. We'll see how it does. Keyboard Vigilante says, hi, Josh. Inquisitor is Sonic level bad, in my opinion. Yeah, look, I really, really don't like the design. So I guess, like, because I was, like, thinking about it, I was, like, trying to meditate on it. I was like, how do I handle this situation? Because obviously, like, for real, it's not great content for you guys if I just came in up here and just complain about the Inquisitors all day, every day, right? That's not what you want. Maybe it's what some of you want. But, you know, that's not really what the brand is about. It's not really what I'm trying to do here. We're trying to celebrate these nerdy things. We're trying to get excited about these nerdy things. We talk about them, and we're critical. But I don't want to overshadow all the positive things with my one complaint on that. Having said that, yeah, it really bugs me. So I think the best that I can do is try to just not talk about it, and then, like, when it gets brought up, make my stance just very clear. You know what I mean? So thanks for the love. Michael Phantom with a $5 holla says, so, from Baby Yoda, to Iron Yoda, taking the idea of Star Wars to the MCU too seriously. I definitely thought of that, bro. I definitely thought of that, where I was like, bro, so Grogu is literally the Robert Downey Jr. of their universe. Grogu is going to make it all the monies, and it's the most important thing. And then they're like, well, what if we really made him Iron Man? And maybe Lucasfilm was like, you mean figuratively, right? And John was like, no, I mean literally. What if we literally made him Iron Man? But he doesn't even speak, and we don't really know. No, it's fine. Just put him in the suit. He's going to have an AI that's talking to him. Seems like a pitch meeting. Oh, my God. By the way, I kind of want... Ooh, I wish I would have thought of this beforehand. I kind of want to react to the pitch meeting for The Batman. Because it's so on point. It makes me... It's just like all the little problems I have with that movie are so eloquently put out in that video. Pitch meeting. Good shit. Devin Mohair says, maybe he is in the blue armor that the Stormtrooper is in front of the Kenobi trailer. Maybe. You're talking about the blue armor that in that trailer. I don't think that's going to have much to do with Grogu, honestly, but they could do a similar type thing there. And yeah, I do think that it's possible Rex is hiding in that blue armor, bruh. Pretty crazy. Luke Long says, sup, bruh. Where will you stand if Kenobi is just aight? Man, I tell you, I don't want to make that call yet, right? I don't want to make that call yet. But between Book of Boba Fett and my trepidations with the design of the Inquisitors, I mean, there's a voice inside of me, right, that's saying, like, bro, is this what Star Wars is now? Is this all we got now? Is this what we're doing now? Because, like, for real, maybe Star Wars is just going to exist in that place where it puts out this content that's, like, pretty cool, a lot of Star Wars fans like, but has issues. Maybe, like, it can't find a consistent voice. Like, I don't know, like, Star Wars, it's kind of a baffling thing to think about for me because the brand is in such a weird spot. And I don't know if it's just that's Star Wars. Like, in some ways, maybe that just is Star Wars. Maybe Star Wars will forever be this thing where everything will hit kind of mid. Everything will be controversial. Everything Like, I don't know. Like, it's baffling to me, actually. So your question is pretty interesting, Luke. I have no idea how to answer it right now. I'm hoping I don't have to have that kind of an idea. But, I mean, I've already thought this about Star Wars. I mean, like, you guys might think it's jokes and memes, but I'm legitimately more excited for Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon than I am for any Star Wars movie. Like, what the fuck? Like, you gotta, like, show me something. Like, you gotta kind of get me excited. You gotta get me off the sidelines and you gotta get me cheering again, man. You know? Like, Kenobi is the biggest deal. It's the biggest deal. It's the most important thing. And yeah, that trailer looked really, really great. But man, there are still questions, right? There are still questions. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Just thank God for Marvel. That's all I'm saying. MCU Drew says, Mecha Grogu confirms Michael Bay actually runs Star Wars. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Big Stevie W says, check your DM in Discord. You don't like my theory? LOL. No, it's not a bad theory, okay? No, so Stevie's talking about the yellow eyes and the Sith training and how, because technically speaking, at this point, I don't even think he has yellow eyes, like from a canonical standpoint. And I know some people have the canonical beef where they're like, bro, we've literally seen Utans or Utapoans or Utaputawoodwoodans, whatever the fuck they're called. We've already seen them in live action and they look better and different than this. Again, that's not really my beef. I get that beef, but it's not my beef. My beef is just from a strict design perspective. It doesn't look good. So, yeah, but that's not a bad theory, Steve. Prince Zodiac with a $10 holla, very generous, says, I went in to slap up Grandma, like you told me. She countered and caught me with a left cross. Guillotine chopped me in the neck with her tablet. It got ugly. I'm not bleeding, but I'm not okay, and I'm scared. Take my money. Damn, dude. Firm handshakes to fucking Grandma, dude. What, you got Rambo Grandma over there? My man. Killing the game over there with that granny. Whew. Well, sorry about all that. Just put some ice on it. Joe the Fett says, love the channel. Keep up the great work. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Do we skip ahead here? Oh, geez. Skipped. Okay, we skip. Ink Devader 81 says Baraka in Bad Batch, BD Droid in Boba, and now Planet Nur in Kenobi. Seems like Cal Kestis could show up anytime. Let's go. I agree. Cal Kestis would be a really nice add to the mix, man. And again, like, we're seeing all of these different things happen that really feel like they are doing that Marvel, MCU, Star Wars connective tissue thing. I mean, Kathy's literally saying connective tissue in meetings and in interviews and stuff. Like, that kind of, like, it's just weird. It feels like I've been saying this for like 2 years at this point. But yeah, like, they are turning the corner. It's not necessarily at a pace that I'm satisfied with, but I'm excited about the possibilities, right? And Cal would be such an on-point, nice way to do that. So, appreciate you, man. Mike House, welcome back, man. They must have booted you out or some shit. Mad equal Mothers Against Disney's Daredevil. Is that like a real thing, bro? Holy shit. Is that a real thing? My brain hurts. Zabrak Jedi is Maul's son. Kenobi is an uncle now. Wait, what? Pause. Cam K says, if Grogu isn't in control at all and is just riding around in an active IG-11, that would be cool. Him controlling it Tony Stark style is just silly. It feels silly. I can't deny that. It feels silly on the surface level. Maybe the robots just, like, I don't know, bro. We'll have to wait and see. Like, it's just, it is sort of a tough one, bro. Like, why? Star Wars, why? I'm having this fucking, like, we're living in a simulation kind of feeling. Like, why can't you just do dope shit? Like, why you always gotta, like, do stuff that feels like it's gonna go right down the line with the fan base? I know they're not, like, trying to do that. Holy shit. Can't Stop Me Pete says, thoughts on Doc and Twitch and if he's allowed to play with Twitch streamers. So, okay. Here's the deal. We don't know a lot about that situation, obviously, but my impression of Doc posting that is that he got probably some kind of settlement. They probably settled out of court, and part of the agreement was probably like sort of like a non-disparaging clause. Will he be able to play with other streamers? I don't know, actually. I hope so, but I think what's more important for I think what's more important for Doc as a brand is the fact that it's a closed door. And without that door being closed, there were probably a lot of other brands that were hesitant to sign deals with him or to do big deals with him. Because while that lawsuit was lingering, you just never know like what's going to come out. Now, with it being resolved and it having moved on, it's going to be great for him from a brand perspective to go after big brand deals and money and et cetera, like EA stuff, you know, blah, 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 blah. I think, obviously, with what he's doing with his game and the game studio, and just from the perspective of being a big sort of institution in gaming, it probably makes sense for Twitch and himself to try to squash that beef and for it to not be a problem for him to be seen on the platform. But we don't really have those answers. Those are my brief thoughts. Gus Matt Chain with a $5 hollow says, thinking back to all the wires being crosstalk, I could see Grogu being in a mech suit for one episode where it falls apart as comedic relief. Hey, maybe, Gus. Like, again, that's a very important point. Actually, it's a very important distinction. We don't know if it's going to be like the whole show, like Iron Man, like Iron Grogu season 3 or whatever. We don't know. And I highly doubt that. It's probably just for 1 or 2 episodes, hopefully. So, yeah, maybe that's what's going on. With it just falling apart, we'll see. We shall see. At this point in time, Vader's only focus is killing Kenobi and finding a way to Padme. Anyone or anything in his way should be violently decimated. So Vader's only focus is killing Kenobi and finding a way to Padme. I don't know about that, actually. I wonder what Vader's actual focus will be. I mean, his rage and everything is like that, but I don't know that that's actually the case. You know? He should be a very rage-filled Sith Lord, and he absolutely wants to crush the Jedi, because I think he sees them as just, they're all Obi-Wan to him, right? So you got, like, maybe, and there's something definitely to that, but I don't know if he's still totally stuck on Padme. Is he secretly trying to overthrow the Emperor? Has any of those thoughts happened? Because there's some of that in Legends and even in some of the expanded stuff. So, I don't know. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Appreciate the support, though. Dr. Glorfindel says, Favreau's still salty they didn't let him direct Iron Man 3. Is he? Is he? I don't know. I really like Shane Black, but damn, Iron Man 3 was a miss for me. I don't know, man. I feel like Favreau wanted to kind of move on at that point, I think. Joey Ebbs with a $5 holla says, just give the Grand Inquisitor the damn contacts. Surgery went well yesterday. Thanks for the words of encouragement to the Nerdventures only stream Wednesday. Yeah, man, you got this. You got this, and I'm glad it went well. 100%. 100%. Glad it went well, man. William Warrington, member for 13 months. Holy crap. Says, you mean Beskar, man, Josh? LOL. I know, it's a little bit. It is a little bit like that. A little bit like that. PJ, member for 2 months, says, all I got is one thing, Josh. Where are the Grand Inquisitor's eyes? The fuck? Sorry to hear about the trigger. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I am very much not pleased with the look of the... I got to think of like an actual PR boilerplate answer. So that every time this shit comes up, I can be like, you know, I want to say to the American people that these accusations are false. And that while I do have serious issues with the design of the Inquisitors, I did not have toxic relations with that trailer. I did not. Something like that. Mark Hernandez says with a $5 holla, says, I thought IG-11 died. Oh, he did. Also, do you know they would fix the Inquisitor's look after feedback? Also, do you think that they would fix... Look, I really hope so, bro. But Disney's like super stubborn. They want to act like they're all good. They don't want to like act like there's any chinks in the armor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I would love for them to do that. And you know what? Hidden within that is actually a PR opportunity. I don't think they would see it this way, but there's absolutely a PR opportunity if they were to fix that. You know what I mean? Like if they were to just say, hey, man, look, we realized that the design, a lot of fans had issues with it. We went in and fixed it up a little bit, and we hope everybody likes the changes. Within that would be like a rare win for their PR, where like I think people would have to admit like, hey, that's a good move. Well done. Darth Black Series with a $5 holla says, love you and Theory, and you were both right. Yes, everything being created right now is all OTPT, but you cannot deny it's all leading it into the sequels. W for both. Yeah, I mean, it is leading to the sequels in the sense that that is an event that happened in the timeline, and it absolutely happened. And I guess if that's what he was saying, I could get behind that. But I don't think that is what he was saying. I think that he was upset that he feels like Star Wars, and this was a recurring theme in the entirety of the Nerd Theory podcast. So what it sort of starts with, and people were calling him like a gatekeeper or whatever, and I totally understood like where he was coming from, but the energy's the same. Like the energy's the same. Where basically like he's upset that he feels like fans of that OTPT stuff, more OG Star Wars fans, are being discarded, and there's this like new type of fandom that that Disney wants to attract. And in that way, I can kind of actually agree with him. I'm like, yeah, in some ways, yes, Disney probably doesn't want the baggage of these hypercritical fans or like the fans that really, really feel strongly about Star Wars. But the reality is, like, I just hope we live in a world where they understand that and they know that that is a part of the Star Wars brand. And to say that they don't care about those fans is just silly. You know what I mean? So, but thank you for the love. Eric says, nothing. Thanks, bro. Enrique says, if Mjolnir landed in Middle Earth, who's worthy? I mean, I'm not the Lord of the Rings pro here, so I don't know for sure. But I would say Frodo is probably worthy. Aragorn is probably worthy. Gandalf is probably worthy. And maybe Sam. Maybe Sam. I mean, Sam only holds the ring for a small amount of time, but he does carry the ring. MCU Drew with a $5 holla says, can everyone agree that Marvel has mastered their marketing with Multiverse of Madness and Moon Knight? Every single poster / trailer / everything, perfection. 100%, dude. I mean, but it's easy when you've got something really, really cool, right? So let's look at, within Marvel, look at the difference between the way they're marketing Miss Marvel and the way they're marketing Moon Knight. And both shows were announced literally at the same time. So with Moon Knight, they know they've got the juice. They know it's incredible. And they have a lot of assets, video, images, etc., that they can pull from to just show you more dope stuff, right? Same thing with Multiverse of Madness. And there's no shortage of dope stuff they can show you with MOM because they basically shot it twice. So they've got some good stuff going on there. With Ms. Marvel, we've seen next to nothing. It's because it's not testing well. They're remaking it. They're adjusting it. And so you can't market something that's going to change, right? And I wonder if that's something that's going on with Star Wars. Like, I wonder if Star Wars is holding back on the marketing because they actually are making a lot of different changes. You know what I mean? You never know. Dorian Trussell says, hello there, Kenobis. Connectivity in story and respect to fans is important. I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. All right, guys. Let's do a couple of call-ins. I'll open up a thing on the... I will open up a thing on the Discord. And if you are a Nerdventure member, get on over to the Discord if you would like to call in and let me know your thoughts on something. How you feeling about stuff? What do you think about all this? So I'm making the stage right now, and it's called Call-Ins. I'm going to pause that music so that we can hear the person on the call-in. Jedi Mike! Bringing Jedi Mike.
Oh, check.
Check. What up? How are you?
Hey, happy Friday. I'm not here to give you any grief. I wanted to check in and let people know that if you are going to be in Anaheim, California, for Star Wars Celebration, specifically on Saturday, the 28th, we are having an outdoor, which is more, immuno-friendly outdoor meet up in front of the Star Wars Trader store in downtown Disney. It's very cash. We'll be running a few contests, maybe like whoever checks in, however many people check in the first hour, we'll keep those names together, and maybe we'll get a nerd coin thing, or I got a $5 pop, one of those mini pops or something. Like, we'll figure something out on the DL, because I'm not a big super chatter. I'm a broke Venger for life in theory. So we're just doing small stuff to get people excited. I will have my Nerdventure Prime hoodie on. Ooh. And people, see me and they know me. And so I run these type of street team things for radio and different stuff. And so it's as casual as you can imagine, and it's as dope as you can imagine. And we'll take some pictures so Josh has it. And it's just, Nerdventures for life. DM me on the Discord. And I appreciate, Josh, you letting us be, a part of this squad.
Absolutely, man. No, I'm pumped, man. I think you guys are going to have a blast. I can't wait to see the pics. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can be there for one of them in the future, and we can all meet up and just chat it up and geek out about all these nerdy things, man. And so, yeah, if you guys are going to be there, make sure you hit Jedi Mike up on the Discord and get the DL. There's an invite, and yeah, it seems like it's going to be pretty fun. And I'll work on getting something. We'll talk on the back end. You don't have to worry about that right now. I'm just saying, the philosophy, Nerdventures, is that we're setting up things so whatever city you're in, you go to see Multiverse of Madness, 2 or 3 are gathered together, boom, official Nerdventures meetup. Oh, and by the way, at the same time, for people that want to, we have like a birthday celebration and a down low Nerdventures March Madness thing that's happening in Vegas, because that's like my background. If you build it, they will come. And so we just get together and we jam. Thanks for letting me share. Absolutely, brother. I appreciate your work on that. I'm going to take you out of here. We'll bring the next person in. But yeah, man, you guys should definitely be checking that stuff out. And we look to be expanding that, this year and into next year, expanding that. And hopefully everything is Gucci. And as far as the global health stuff, I think we're hopefully on the other side of it. But yeah. Okay, Crazed Panda. Let's bring him in. Crazed Panda. Hello there.
Yeah, what is up, Josh? Can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear. What's up?
Man, not too much, man. Happy to be on. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm actually a local boy. I'm in Phoenixville, PA right now.
Ooh,
I know
nice.
You used to work around here.
Yeah. Phoenixville's cool, man. I like that area. And Philly, a lot of fond memories. I haven't been back recently, but yeah, I like that spot.
It has blown up since you left, I'm sure. It's a huge brewery town now.
Okay, nice.
Lots of restaurants, lots of stuff everywhere. But yeah, man, thanks for having me. Getting real hyped for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know what to expect from that movie. And I'm actually hyped about that.
Yeah.
They managed to keep their cool. They managed to keep secrets. I feel like they haven't been able to do that since Spider-Man, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's pretty crazy. That's basically just they shot 2 movies. They're adding stuff in secret. They clamped down on leakers. I mean, they did what they had to do. Like, it's one of those crazy situations where people have been asking the same thing for a couple of years now. Like, what do you do about leaks? Like, what do you do about it? And Feige's literally so good, dude, that they figured. Dude, it's crazy. They figured it out. And even though I think we do have some ideas and stuff like that, it's not going to be the same as before, and it'll keep a lot of those surprises. But is there any questions? Anything you wanted to hit me with before we move on? Anything that you want to yell about the Inquisitors?
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out to you guys. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate all you guys, Nerdvenger family all the way. And I'll be checking in from time to time. I obviously work around this time. I'm working right now. Just keep it quiet. But yeah, man, just thanks for having me on. And keep up the great work.
Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it. And hope the work day goes well and you can get on out of there and get to some Elden Ring or whatever you're into, man. Name on. I'm bringing you on. You're on the call. Name on.
Can you hear me?
I got you. What's up?
Nothing, just chilling. Ready for this Morbius and Doctor Strange?
Me too, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about both of them. And look, I don't want to speak too soon, but we might be doing like a little promotion thing with Morbius. I'm actually pretty excited about it. But yeah, do you got any questions, any comments, anything you want to tell the people and or me?
For Morbius, I really think, right? Because when like that bus poster, it says "Where is Spider-Man?" I really think that's Andrew Garfield. Because I think originally it was supposed to be Tom Holland, but after No Way Home, I think I really think they're going to add in Andrew Garfield.
I would love that. And, it's funny because there was a lot of talk right after that movie, No Way Home, of that happening, a lot of speculation. And it seems to really have tightened up. Maybe it tightened up because they're actually doing it. And they did do some reshoots, with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I would love that. And I think at the end of the day, I think we'll get a lot more Andrew and Toby in the next couple of years. And it's just so crazy how good No Way Home was and what it's going to do to Marvel moving forward. So yeah, man, I'm super hyped up about it.
All right. And last thing, I know you talked about the report, the like post-credit scene with my guy, Deadpool, coming in. Do you think that building that he comes into could be like ran by like Supreme Strange? Do you think that's a possibility?
Maybe. So I think if that is like the way the leak is described, if that is the Illuminati, the multiversal Illuminati. And by the way, I'm going to take you out of here as I answer this question, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. So what he's talking about is there's a post-credit scene that's leaked out there. It's a rumor that Deadpool's going to pop up in the place where the Illuminati is at, okay, after the battle. And there's a bunch of dead bodies, frankly, because Wanda has killed everybody. And they left their multiversal doors open. And so Deadpool, Cable, Vanessa, and all these other people are just walking around there. Here's the thing. If that is true, then this location, as I predicted, will become incredibly important, not just in this movie, but in the future of the MCU. I think this is a place where our Stephen Strange will run the show after this movie as we head towards Secret Wars. And it could be a very unique location, perhaps even in the quantum realm or something like that, where, yeah, you can have access to all these different universes. So that's what I think it is. I think where Supreme Strange is at is really just encased in that dead universe that he was at when we last see him in What If. That's that same Strange. It actually could end up being a different evil variant of Strange, and they're just pulling visually from what was done in What If. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of the best answer that I can give on that. Let's get Kendall in here. Kendall, what's up, man? I'm bringing you in.
Yo, what's up, brother? Can you hear me, man?
I got you loud and clear, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, bro. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm excited. Excited for this Friday. I'm excited for this Adam project. I think this movie's gonna be dope, dude.
What, you talking about Black Adam?
No. There's a movie with Ryan Reynolds on Netflix called The Adam Project.
Okay.
Yeah. And
okay.
it just came out today, and look, people are just raving about this thing. So I'm
I might
excited.
have to go check my guy out.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I did want to touch on, though, speaking of Adam, I thought you were talking about Black Adam, because I want to touch on what you talked about yesterday with DC.
Yeah.
I don't know, like to me is the reworking of putting Flashpoint at the end and to moving Aquaman back. To me, is not necessarily like they're working to try to fix things like we did with Multiverse of Madness. The way I feel about it is they're working it to make it a swan song to honor everything possibly DC that's come out before this point. To where, honestly, though, like to cap it all off, if we consider how the merger went down with Fox and Disney, how when New Mutants and Dark Phoenix was coming out,
Sure.
nobody wanted to go see those movies because we knew
100%.
it wasn't going to be canon.
Yep.
So it's the same thing as to where they wanted to announce that we're going to reboot. Maybe not announce that they're rebooting, but if they do, it's like put homage to the past. So even if you put like Batfleck and have Ezra Miller's Flash from Snyder Cut pop up in there, it's like kind of trying to extend the olive branch to end it. So yeah, that's kind of just my take on. I think it's a brilliant move if that's what they're doing. That's the only way I agree with that move. If that is cutting off the DCEU as we know it, dude, sign me up. I'm here for that stuff. And then lastly, come on, like just Moon Knight, baby.
Yeah, man.
God, man, just Moon Knight, man. The mystic shit. Like I'm working on a video right now. Just the mystic side of what's going to open up after Moon Knight. I think is going to be even bigger than the action and the grittiness that we're going to be getting in here. To me, I'm hyped, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for having me on, dude.
Absolutely. I'll touch on both those things, man. I appreciate you. Keep up the good work. I'm sure I'll see you at 1 too on the thing. All right, brother.
For sure.
All right, let's get out of here. Definitely go check out Normies to Nerds, man. Great YouTube channel. Kendall's been killing it with his content lately. And let me just say a couple of things about that. Moon Knight, first of all, like, absolutely correct. The mystical side of it. And there's this through line that I'm seeing here with like, and actually I have a video coming out about Moon Knight and Daredevil and like just some of the updates with all of that. But some of the things I'm seeing with like, bro, the Darkhold and the multiverse and alllll and a Dweller in Darkness and other dimensions, technology, the Celestials, like you guys have heard me talk a lot about it, but it seems like magic, the multiverse, and technology are in this weird hybridization within the MCU. And if that's on purpose, if that's intentional and something that would be explored moving towards Secret Wars, then the supernatural is not just the supernatural anymore. It is the supernatural that could lead us into a further understanding of technology and the multiverse, which is so damn exciting. So that's really intriguing. And I do think that Khonshu and Moon Knight have an important thing to teach us about all of that, and I'd be really interested to see how a character like Moon Knight gets along with a character like Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange. It's going to be fascinating. So yeah, man, opening that up, cracking that open is awesome. But like to me, like I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but like that action scene and the visual effects, like bruh. I have half a mind to think the reason they delayed the Flashpoint movie is because all the visual effects artists in the world are working on Moon Knight. It has no right to look that good. It looks so good, bro. You know? So that's number one. Number two, touching on your thoughts on DC, I will tell you that this is something that continues to persist as like a splinter in my mind. I can't quite wrap my head around it or see how I feel about it. When I watched Grace's video, there seems to be a kind of double speak that she's doing, and I don't know I don't know why. I wish I could like just chat with her about it because like on the one hand, she says they have no choice, and she implies that this is because of the merger, you know? And just saying like, yeah, they have no choice, and it makes sense, and, you know, this merger's about to happen, and everybody's going to be taking a better look at things, et cetera, et cetera. But then on the other hand, it's like, oh, it's just visual effects, and it's just because of, the artists and them really wanting to nail it. I'm not sure what the truth is, and I don't think it's outlandish to say that probably what's going on behind the scenes is a big fucking mess. For me, going from a place where I was like, oh man, the Batman's cool, it's not my favorite, but it's cool, and now all of a sudden I'm kind of looking forward to the Flashpoint movie, and I'm like, man, like, yo, Aquaman and Wonder Woman are gonna be in that. Henry Cavill might be in it. Like, dude, this might be it. Like, dude, the Flash movie has a chance to set the DC trajectory actually in a very positive position. We'll see, man. Maybe it's worth the delay. Maybe that's what they need to do. But I also can't help but feel like it's that same studio that just makes really stupid studio decisions. So I don't know. It's a tough one for me. PT Pablo. I'm gonna bring in PT, and then we're gonna call it, man. I'm sorry, guys. We'll do more call-ins next week. But I don't like to do more than 4 just because they end up taking a little bit of time here. So PT. Yo, what up?
Yo, Josh, I just want to say thanks for all the content, man. You bring joy to us like every day. So I just want to say thanks, man. I got 2 quick questions for you.
Thank you, man. Yep, and hit me.
All right. So the new Inquisitor, the one that's human, do you think she has any relation to Moff Gideon?
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of interesting.
I feel like that's why Moff is such a high ranking at the time, and I don't know timeline wise if it makes sense.
Sure,
but yeah. And then besides the Inquisitor, what's your take on how Kenobi looks at the time?
Sure.
Like, do you think that like the aging process is gonna kind of match up? I know that they say Tatooine you kind of age a lot faster just because of the sun and everything like that.
Yeah.
How do you think that timeline's looking up with like where they're at right now?
Dude, two great questions, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get you out here and I'll answer these on stream. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. All right, and then yes, guys, I'm gonna leave that call. I apologize. We'll get to more of you guys next week for sure. So let me touch on this, okay? So let's start with the Kenobi thing because I have seen this actually online a good bit. People are asking and talking about the look of Kenobi. Like some people are like, "Yo, lost within all of this discussion of the Inquisitors is this idea of like Kenobi himself. Like he doesn't look like he should, at least in our imagination, as that in between his former self and Alec McGuinness. I don't have that thought. Like I don't really have that feeling. I think he actually does look good, and I can see him starting to become the McGuinness that we know. I wonder how important that is. And look, this is the thing with Star Wars fans. Like, they all feel differently about this kind of stuff. There are some people that just at face didn't like Tamara Morrison being Boba because he doesn't look like the skinny dude that falls into the Sarlacc pit. And there is a continuity difference there. I think the question becomes, how much does it bother you? The Kenobi thing does not bother me, right? Yeah. So as far as the Inquisitor and talking about the third sister, man, I hope that there's something to it. And I hope that the third sister is a really interesting and compelling character. Because there's a lot of different things that you could do with a new Inquisitor, just at face. Like, was she a Jedi? Was she not a Jedi? Was she recruited late in life? What's the deal with her Force abilities? Where does she come from? Does she have any connection to people within the Empire? There's a lot of interesting questions with regards to her. And I think that anytime you do, like, a new Inquisitor, like, dude, do something cool, man. Like, like, have some fun with that. Like, play around with the form a little bit. So I'd be quite into that. Let me just go through a couple other super chats, and then I'll hang in the chat a little bit, and then we'll get on out of here, guys, okay? So, Darth Black Series follows up and says, oh, I forgot to say I got my motherfucking Luke Soka shirt. Boy, framed it and mounted it in the collection room, triggering Star Wars theory since 2022. Dude, that's awesome. I love seeing the Luke Soka shirt pictures when people bring them up. Super funny. I think they're still available, by the way. V-Rob, member for 11 months, says, do you think they will release any content featuring Vader other than the still yesterday prior to when we see him making his appearance in the show? I don't know how to answer that. I think it's possible. I mean, it's a weird kind of situation with that marketing because they don't put him in the trailer at all, except for his breath. And the first time we see the new design is in an image, so that would mean they're not afraid to show him. Do you kind of see where I'm at with this? Where I'm like, I don't even know. Like, what's the fucking strategy here? I don't know. So I think it's possible we see more Vader. I don't think it changes much, bro. I mean, he's Vader. He looks like Vader. We know he's going to be in the show. We pretty much know what he's going to be doing in the show. So it's all about execution. Mike House, member for 21 months, says, with Daredevil continuing where Season 3 left off, what would you like to see them go with Matt next? And who else would you want to see their series continued? So actually, that's going to be in the Daredevil video that I'm going to drop later. And you might be surprised, but there's actually some evidence like Charlie has already talked about this. Charlie Cox actually did say some things that give us clues as to what their plans are. And there is an LLC right now that is formed, and it does look like the new Daredevil show will shoot either late this year or early next year. So you're getting that Daredevil, baby. Oh, baby, I love Daredevil. I can't wait. Let's go. But as far as where I think they're going to go, I guess a little bit of tease here, but I think they're going to do Born Again. I think they're going to do Born Again, which is kind of like they touch on it a little bit in Season 3. But do Born Again and really have him facing off with the Kingpin in that way would be very, very cool. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I'll hang out and chat for like 5 or 10 more minutes, see what you guys are saying. What's on your mind, chat? What are you thinking about, man? And also, what are your plans for the weekend? You guys got some fun plans? What's up? What's up? What are your plans? What are the fun weekend plans? I mean, I'm excited to watch The Adam Project. This weekend for me, unfortunately, is some moving and accounting, two of the most lame things you can fucking do. I have to do some accounting this weekend. I have to do some moving. So, cousin's communion tomorrow. Nice, dude. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm going to play some Elden Ring this weekend. 100%. Bro, once you get 3 kids, your plans are eat and clean. Oh, yeah, that's fair. The wife's B-Day this weekend. Nice. Going to a comedy show? My man. Just hanging out with family. What's the Adam Project about? I know very little about it other than Ryan Reynolds is going to be time traveling and it's a science fiction craziness kind of situation. So that's all I really know about it. And it's apparently dope. And it's dope. Hang on, guys. Hang on a second here. I smell something. I think Elisa's either cooking something or the house is burning down. So I'll chill for 5 minutes and we'll see which one it is. Have I seen the movie The Endless? I have not. I'm a CPA. Back it off, Josh. LMAO. Accountants are cool. Dude, accountants are great, Gavin. I'm just saying, like, I'm not built for that shit, dog. Like, I'm not built for that. Like, it's just annoying for me. But you got to do it. Dan Merle says it's Reynolds' best performance. Hot damn. Have I seen Stargate? I have. I like Stargate. Zathura. I have seen Zathura. I remember thinking it was playing Horizon Forbidden West in the latest Assassin's Creed expansion. That sounds awesome, Jedi Gen. They're not changing the Inquisitors at this point, says Maria. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, that's conventional wisdom, but never say never. There's a statue made out of IG-11 parts on Navarro. Maybe that's where they get the parts? I don't know, though. It gives me Vespa vibes. Could be Vespa all the way. Give them a nice, clean Vespa-like paint job. You know what I mean? That would probably fix it. Yeah. Blinker time? No, we got to end the stream first. Hey, Josh, big fan. Do you think we will get some good emotional scenes in Kenobi? Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, we will. I mean, to me, like... Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be really cool. Look, the trailer's amazing. I'm glad everybody's really excited about it. I'm pretty butthurt about the design, but it's all good. What am I rocking on Elden Ring? I just got last night. I basically was farming runes, and I got to the point where I was raising my faith level so that I could do some. I've been killing dragons and trying to get dragon magic. So I have one of the dragon spells that does all the freezing. Bro, this shit's so cool. Here, let me show you, actually. I can show you the dragon spell. Let's see if I can... Can I... Okay, yeah, I can show you guys. It's kind of... I shot this on my phone, so it doesn't, like, look that great. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dude, what? I can't show you guys? That's so fucking stupid. Oh, cool. Hey, there it is. Okay, cool. Yo, so check this out. This is my guy. Check it out. Literally a dragon head. I like summon this dragon head and do like this. Hey, you really gotta see it. I mean, hang on, guys. Hang on. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. Show you this. Look at this. Bam! Dragon head. Ah! A bunch of freezy stuff, and it is pretty cool. And then one of my buddies got the game. He just installed it last night. So I've been playing with one of my buddies in co-op, and it's been super fun. But then my other buddy got it last night, and it was really funny to watch him like learn just what a bitch of a game it can be. Yeah. If not a blinker, then just a puff. I don't really puff on camera, dog. Except in the Diamond Lounge. And also like I have in the past, but I actually have stuff to do today. I'm not trying to do it either way. Dodd's View says The Endless was directed by the directors of Moon Knight and Loki Season 2. Should be on Netflix. Check it out. Think you'll dig. Right on. Is Kenobi getting laid? I mean, I wish. You know, for his own mental health. I think he needs to bust a Melu run. Josh, in Obi-Wan trailer, how cool would it be if when the smoke clears and the birds fly away, we see Ahsoka? I see her sabers light up. I am no Jedi. I strongly feel that she is in that scene. I mean, it's just theory at this point, but yeah, I feel like she'd definitely be in there. Why the fuck didn't Moon Knight come out during this dry spell of content? I'm not 100% sure. There could be some things it ties into that they were waiting on. They could have been waiting on the Netflix deal because rumor is that, like, John Bernthal's Punisher is in there too, so. Josh will not conform to peer pressure. Kind of got me in a box with that one. Everyone says the Inquisitors aren't sinister enough. To me, they don't need to wear the helmet to be sinister. They already break the logo and the red dot. Yeah. Arthur, I get you, brother. I feel you, man. I feel you on that. And honestly, like, look, you just watch the video that I do, or watch the video I put out later today. It's an incredible edit. You know, me and Fernie, like, dude, Fernie's stuff is so good, man. He's so good at editing. So I've been having a lot of fun just kind of working on our process back and forth. But it's a super good video. It's very funny. And one of the things I talk about in that video is that, like, it does appear that this is split. 50% of people don't mind the look or like the look. So it is subjective. I'm not sitting out here saying, like, everybody knows it's trash and Disney's stupid. Not exactly. When am I done with moving? The end of this month. We move in at the end of this month. Yeah, and we'll do a Diamond Lounge after I move. We'll get in the Diamond Lounge and we'll get tore up. And it can force vision of him killing Palpatine. Oh, I would love that, Doug. That'd be cool. Do a coin drop for the broke Vengers. I'll do a little coin drop. I could do a little coin drop for y'all. Bam, 3,000. Because I love y'all, 3,000. In fact, there's another one. Another one. Nice. Maria, you'll be able to chill in the Diamond Lounge with us. It gets really crazy in the Diamond Lounge, though. And then, like, right about that hour and a half mark, I get too fucked up and I have to get off camera because I don't want to, like, give away some of my sources or talk too much incredible shit. So, right about that hour mark, an hour and a half mark, I'm like, I gotta get out of here before I tell you that Kevin Feige's my uncle. Yeah. All right, everybody. Much love to you all. Thank you for another dope week of streams. Love doing these streams with you guys. Love hanging out with you guys. We had a great week of streaming, so thank you very much. We'll be back at it on Monday. And I have 2 videos in the tank. The Inquisitor video will come out today, and the Daredevil video will either come out today or maybe tomorrow afternoon. So couple good vids left for you. And we'll be back at it Monday, baby. It's going to be a good week next week. Maybe Thor 4 trailer. Who knows? Maybe something like that would be pretty cool. Either way, we will be keeping on, as they say. All right, everybody. Much love to you all. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Leave. What a week, huh? Talk more about it at 1 with y'all in the Prime stream, but whew. You ever have an incredible week for your business and yet suffer because you can't let it go? Goddamn Inquisitors look like Uncle Fester, for fuck's sake! But anyway, we're not, you know, it's okay. We're not gonna, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's all right. Much love, man. Much love. Keep on keeping on. Watch out for those buttholes. And I'll see you real soon. Ta-ta. Oh, and by the way, I am going to sit down with Star Wars Meg for the podcast tomorrow, hopefully. And I'm going to be like, yo, Meg, talk me off the ledge here. These fucking Inquisitors! We'll see what she has to say, okay? All right. See you.